That one right over there.
Okay, cool.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7.
There are no little flashing red lights.
It's time for This Week in Real. If I can calm the Zadoras down. This isn't
Bob,
the happy
get
hour.
control of your
I'm
show.
sorry.
This isn't happy hour with Bob and Jason Zdora. It's supposed to be This Week in Real Estate with
That's
Bob
right.
Zdora.
It is.
How are you?
Good.
We have an introduction we need to make.
We do. The ZTEAM is proud to announce that we have taken on a new member of the team, our son Jason, who's been here for 2 years, like just about like this week. Has his real estate license now, and he's a member of the ZTEAM. He's got his 107 drone license. He's a commercial pilot for that, and he's helped us with a bunch of stuff with that. He's helped shoot some of the commercials that we do. So he's bringing talents that we haven't really had, and we're exploring new ways of getting the message out that the ZTEAM is who you should be using for all your real estate needs.
And you do realize that this is going to be more about Jason than it is about anything else this morning, just because that's the way we do
Oh,
things.
that's what we want. That's what we want. We want people to get to learn
So,
Jason.
Jason, what brought you to Arkansas? Other than mom and dad, what brought you to Arkansas?
Other than mom and dad, you want the actual story is working from home in an apartment that's about the size of this table for about 2 years, and having enough of that. And but it's a blessing that I'm able to work from home. And I was just like, let me work from home from Arkansas. I went and visited my folks, and I said, you know what, I could do this, no problem. Big difference.
So you moved down here from Illinois,
Yes, sir.
in the city, I would propose.
Well, I was in downtown
downtown.
Chicago.
Yeah, in the city.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just compare some things.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's compare the size of the apartment Jason was in to the size of the home that Jason's in now.
The home I'm in is a small home in Cotter, and I'd say it's about 3 times the size.
Okay. Did Jason own a car in Chicago?
At times, sure, but in the last 10 years, no.
Okay.
Didn't need to.
Didn't need
I
to.
would ride my bike to the Sears Tower to go to work, and it was a 4-minute bike ride.
Okay. Cost of living where you were?
I found a very cheap apartment from some old Greek guys that owned a building and had, just they kind of grandfathered in some things. They were able to make it cheaper, and so I was paying $900. But I knew a girl that was about kitty corner for me, had a equally sized space in a new building that was $2,000. But her parents are paying that, so that goes. A lot of college students in that area,
Right.
So. 900 is cheap, but it's still it's a chunk of change when you're talking about a place that's honestly about the size of this desk,
And to be able to move to where you are, you're living in Cotter. How far are you from the river?
3 blocks.
Yeah. So instead of riding your bike to Sears Tower, you can ride it to the White River.
Right.
Even if you don't fish, and I don't know if you do or not, just having that ability to go and absorb the creations that were made for us to just enjoy.
Absolutely.
What a difference between air quality and noise and bumping shoulder to shoulder with people. And I don't care if you're in Chicago, or if you're in Dallas or San Francisco or in Denver and New Orleans, just the change, and your dad calls it the quality of life, just the change
Absolutely.
of getting out of the hustle bustle and coming to small town USA, which happens to be, in your case, Cotter, Arkansas.
Right.
Have you noticed any physical difference within yourself, your mindset, your abilities? Have you seen any change in you since you've been here in the last 2 years?
Absolutely. It's taken about a year for me to relax, but I can sense it now. I went and one of my old bands got like a reunion show last year, and I went back to Chicago last year about the same time this year. And I noticed as I got closer and closer to the city, some of that, tension kind of start to come back. It's like, okay, I got to pay attention to everyone around me. And, it's just something that you do as a natural thing. But like you were saying, the river, like just walking down there, and I'll walk the trail. Like I'm not much of a fisherman, but like, you know, I'll get into it now that I'm down here. Like there's a lot of stuff that I kind of missed out on being a city guy, you know, that I want to, because I want to be a part of the community. I don't want to be the city guy that moved in here and, oh, the way we did it in Chicago. I want to kind of learn the culture and be a part of it, you know, so might be doing some fishing. So,
And as you've made the transition from Illinois, from Chicago to Cotter, and you notice that things are a little bit slower here, and things nobody's really in a hurry here anymore. It just doesn't happen.
right.
You're still working your job that you had up there. You're still able to do everything because the modern technology and the internet. You're able to do what you did there here.
Yep.
That's a big draw for folks. You know, being able to work from home in COVID. If one good thing came out of COVID, it's the ability for some to work from home. Yep. That's about probably the only good thing that actually came from COVID. Finding yourself be able to work the same job, make the same kind of money, live in the place that's more relaxing and enjoyable. What made you decide to take one more step and get into the real estate business?
Well, my folks have worked very hard for the last 20 years establishing a presence here. And it's just one of those things that I don't know. When we're talking about, I work in the financial industry, and things change very fast. You know, there's a lot of consolidation. And so you end up with sudden, displacement. And I'm not in Chicago to go do interviews and then go work at a place, because most of these work from homes, you're getting 2 or 3 days a week that you can work from home. The rest of it, they want you in the office. That's they've tried to pull them back. And we were lucky enough that we had enough of a rebellion that we were able to keep it 100% work from home. You know, there was enough esoteric knowledge in our team that like they couldn't get rid of us. So we were able to keep it 100% work from home. But to go back to it, I feel like it's the right thing for me to do. It's an amazing setup. I mean, I've got so much to learn, and it's going to be years of kind of just paying better attention now that I'm licensed to what they do, and just getting into it, figuring out how they do things, and just moving forward from there. I can do it. It's just a matter of, having great mentors. My parents they're going to do everything they can to help me. So it's just a matter of making it like where this is probably going to become my main job, and it's going to be a matter of doing it right so that I can continue what they're doing.
And what you're bringing to the table immediately is the technology swing.
Yep.
Behind the scenes, you've been doing some of their commercial stuff for them and helping them with some photos and that kind of thing.
Yep.
But now you're taking a technology leap to the drone stuff to be able to do aerial photos and aerial videos. That's something that we'll be excited to watch and see how that comes along.
Well, I can give you an example. A couple of weeks ago, they went out and shot a farm that Reese has got.
Right.
Relative of Reese. And he went out there when Rob was down, and they went out there, they shot this farm, pictures of the valley and the creeks and the rivers and the cows in there and everything. And it's been on the market for 3.5 years.
Wow. I didn't know that.
And that came out, and he had like 3 phone calls. Reese had like 3 phone calls the first couple days. And one of the calls, agents were calling up. We were able to send that video out to people so that they could see it. If they didn't come onto the website and find it, we could send it out to them. And we're under contract right now.
Bingo.
With an agent from Little Rock, I think the guy's from. So, but somebody who was looking for a big parcel of land up here, I want to be out in the middle of nowhere. I got a place. And that's what it was, but that's what it was. It was having that video effect. You can sit there and you can look at pictures of stuff,
right?
And it's just what we've turned into as a society with things, between the little video clips on Facebook and TikTok and all these other social media platforms. That's what people expect now. We always took great pictures. Linda's a great. She's a licensed stager. So our composition was always good of pictures, and compliments all the time. But adding that extra shot of the video to go with it is like, That's what puts you over the top. That's what puts us as a team, us as realtors, above others. We're here to help you sell your home. That's what we do. We're here to help you find, if you're buying, we're helping you find the right home for the right time of your life. If you're selling, we're helping you find the right home for the right time of your life, because things have changed. Something is going on in your life that now you can't be here now. This isn't the right house for us now. We need something bigger. We need something smaller, whatever it is. That's what we do. We do phenomenal marketing. And now we're going to be even, I don't know what the next stage is above phenomenal, but that's where we're going next with Jason.
Let's take a look at your numbers.
This week in real estate, well, it was close. Come on. We have to work on this.
Yep.
This week in real estate, there were 51 new listings came on the market. 3 commercial properties, 21 parcels of land, 27 homes came on the market. They range in price from $52,000 to $1.1 million. 2 of them are taking backups. There were 33 sales, 5 commercial properties, 8 parcels of land, 20 homes sold. They ranged in price from $25,000 to $595,000. Average sale price this week was $264,000. Bless you. Was $264,000 with 76 days on market. 14 properties expired. There were 20 residential price changes. And of those sales, every one of them was down from what the original asking price was, and just the interest rates are killing
The
us.
art of negotiation is back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's where we are now. And there's 31 pending waiting to close, and for a long time we had been up in the high 70s, 80s of pending. So being lower pending means that fewer homes are going under contract, and we're selling the homes that were pending before. So currently we have 308 homes on the MLS.
That's the highest it's been in a long time.
Yeah. It's a lot higher than it was a year and a half ago. Year-to-date comparison, for 2024, there's been 124 homes have sold. Average sale price this year is $231,000 with 93 days on market. As a comparison, for last year, there were 134 homes that sold. The average sale price last year was $199,000 with 92 days on market. So we're still moving. Stuff that's coming on, I'm looking at the days on market is kind of the thing when you see the sales. Stuff that's priced right, ready to go, is going. Stuff that's not priced right, not ready to go, where there's a lot of work needs to be done, things like that. That's the kind of thing people don't want to do that now. In 21, they didn't care. Just get me out of where I'm at.
Yeah.
Now they care. And they're having a more difficult time selling their home because they're getting big, they're still looking to get big money, but you can't do that at 7%. Now the rate, it's below 7 by about that much over the past couple of days. We'll see what the job numbers look like today and what the G decides to do with the rates on that end, if they're going to be a rate reduction or not. But it's the 10-year note is what affects us, and that's been pretty high. And so that 7% rate's hurting things, and it's this kind of a psychological thing, but historically it's been a good number, but the price of the homes weren't as much. So people say, I remember when it was 13%. I say, yeah, but your house was $89,000. I mean, it's not quite the same. And wages haven't kept up to the same rate. So, but there's plans out there. The FHA loans are out there. The VA loans are out there. There's a lot of different things that can be done to help you buy a home. And it would be much easier for you to be sitting in your new home where you have 308 to pick from right now, as opposed to if the rates get back down even into the mid sixes, we'll see a big push.
Yeah.
And those 300 homes could disappear like pretty quickly. So I would rather be sitting in the living room of my new home where I've had a number of them to pick from than trying to fight with everybody else and watching those prices jump again, because it's a supply and demand issue.
Right.
And you would be much better off renegotiating your mortgage than trying to find a home that you may or may not like.
How do they get you?
Get my honey, get Mom, get Linda. She's at 870. Call her anything you want. She'll still answer the phone. She's at 405-0793. And check out the website, retiretoarkansas.net. The whole MLS is on there. The Z-Clips cameras are on there. A bunch of good information, local information on there. All the old shows are on there. TV shows, radio shows, if you want to go back and kind of see how things have been going over a period of time, you can do that as well. Yeah. And we're here to help. This is what we do. But if you have any questions, please give us a call, 870-405-0793.
Jason, welcome.
Thank you.
And I'm sure we'll see you again.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Thanks, Bob.
It's been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. 870-405-0793 is our number. Retiretoarkansas.net is our website. You're watching the morning show on XL7 TV. We'll be back with Friday Sports in just a moment.
When you're out of town, make sure you're